Just imagine you get admission to a place where everyone has strange powers, except you. Something like this happens in today's story. At the beginning, we see a boy named Will, who is the son of the world's greatest superheroes, Jetstream and Commander. From his appearance, it seems certain that he will also become a superhero in the future. Today is his first day at school, and this is not an ordinary school, but a special academy that trains future superheroes. Before leaving, Will's father receives a call from the mayor, and both of his parents have to leave for an urgent mission. After they leave, Will and his childhood friend Layla turn on the TV, where the news shows how Will's parents defeated a giant robot. After destroying the robot, Commander even brings its head back as a reward. As Will boards the school bus, it becomes clear that because of his parents' fame, everyone treats him like a star. People start interacting with him in a very special way. At first, the bus seems normal, but after a sudden jump, it transforms into a rocket and begins flying towards Sky High, a superhero school located in the clouds. When they arrive, all the new students are amazed because this is no ordinary school. Everyone has some kind of power, such as shooting lasers from their eyes, freezing people, or even flying. But like every school, Sky High also has some troublemakers. Some of these bullies start demanding money from the new students. Just then, the student president, Warren Peace, arrives and saves them from those boys. The moment Will sees him, he feels impressed, and Layla becomes a little jealous. On the very first day, all the new students have to take a test, after which they are divided into two groups. One group becomes real superheroes, while the other becomes sidekicks who assist them. One by one, all the students show their powers. But when it is Will's turn, he has no choice but to tell the truth. He quietly tells the teacher that his powers have not appeared yet. However, the teacher does not believe him because she thinks a child of such powerful heroes must have abilities. Assuming he is joking, she throws a heavy object at him. Will barely saves himself by quickly dropping to the ground. Finally, the teacher believes him and places him in the sidekick group. Sidekicks are the ones who support and assist the main superheroes. The school nurse later tells Will that his powers might appear after a few days, so he should not worry. However, there is also a small chance that he may never develop any powers, just like the school bus driver. After returning home, Will tries to tell the truth to his father. He had been lying to them until now, claiming that he also had immense strength like them. But before he can say anything, his father takes him to a secret lab where his parents keep their special weapons and trophies from past battles. Seeing how proud his father is of being a powerful superhero, Will loses the courage to tell him the truth. Meanwhile, the head of the robot that Commander had destroyed still contains a hidden camera. Through that camera, two unknown people sitting far away are secretly watching Will and his father. From the next day, school classes begin in full swing. Will slowly starts to understand the school environment and begins spending time with his fellow sidekick classmates. One night, Will invites his friends over to study at his house. When his father returns home, all the children feel excited to see him. Commander still believes that Will is in the superhero class. However, after seeing the powers of his friends, he quickly realizes that they all belong to the sidekick group. He tells Will that there is nothing wrong with being a sidekick, but Will knows that he cannot hide the truth for long. Finally, gathering courage, he tells his father that he is also in the sidekick group. Hearing this, Commander becomes shocked and angry. He assumes that the teacher must have a personal issue with him and purposely placed Will in the wrong group. In anger, he decides to call someone to deal with the situation, but every time he tries to press the phone buttons, the phone breaks due to his immense strength. After several failed attempts, Will finally explains that it is not the teacher's fault. He admits that he actually does not have any superpowers and had been lying all along. Hearing this, his father calms down and assures him that one day his powers will appear. The next day at school, some students start bullying the bus driver. Will steps in and saves him. However, those same students later decide to take revenge on Will. During lunchtime, they use their powers against him and humiliate him in front of everyone. During the chaos, Will accidentally falls onto another student named Warren Peace. Warren is not just any student, he has a dangerous background. His father was not a superhero, but a supervillain who was imprisoned by Will's father, Commander. Furious because of this, Warren becomes aggressive toward Will. He starts throwing fireballs at him. Will desperately tries to avoid the attacks, running under tables like a frightened prey. Meanwhile, Warren continues attacking from above like a hunter, launching flames in his direction. Meanwhile, all of Will's sidekick friends come forward to save him despite the danger. Seeing them support Will, Warren throws a fireball toward them as well. Will is about to panic, but to protect his friends, he suddenly lifts a table and throws it aside. At that moment, his powers finally awaken. Warren gets back up and tries to attack again, but Will quickly uses a fire extinguisher to stop him. Just then, the school principal arrives and catches both of them. When Will returns home, his parents are extremely happy to learn that his powers have finally appeared. In their excitement, they even gift him an Xbox. Meanwhile, the mysterious strangers continue watching everything through the robot's hidden camera. The next day at school, Will is transferred from the sidekick class to the superhero class. In his first class, he has to team up with others to complete a group task. However, Will still does not fully understand how to control his powers like his father, so he struggles and messes up the project. During lunch, Will sits with his new friends who refuse to sit with his old sidekick friends. Despite this, Will chooses to stay loyal and sits with his old friends. Seeing this, Layla becomes upset with him. To make things right, Will promises to take her to her favorite restaurant that evening. Soon after, Will finds out that some bullies have locked his friends inside lockers. He quickly rushes to help and frees all of them. After this, they decide to challenge the bullies to a game. They agree that if Will's team wins, the bullies will stop troubling the sidekick group. The game is simple but intense. A mannequin must be saved from a dangerous machine within a limited time. One team has to save it while the other team tries to stop them. Will and Warren end up on the same team. At the start, Will struggles to control his strength and becomes frustrated. In anger, he punches the ground with full force, causing several opponents to fall. Meanwhile, Warren uses his fire powers to fight off the opposing team. He tells Will to focus on saving the mannequin. Suddenly, a fast-moving opponent begins circling Warren, making it difficult for him to breathe. Seeing this, Will decides to help Warren first. After saving him, Will throws Warren toward the mannequin. Warren reaches it just in time and saves it successfully. Everyone cheers and applauds Will's effort. Later, when Will returns home, preparations are underway for a special event. A girl named Gwen is also present, and everyone sits together for dinner. She invites Will's parents to attend the upcoming homecoming party. Meanwhile, Will gets busy at home and forgets about his promise. Layla waits for him alone at the restaurant. After a long time, a waiter approaches her, who turns out to be Warren. The two begin talking and slowly start getting to know each other. In the end, Layla was not upset anymore. She invited Will to the homecoming party, and he agreed. The next day, Will meets Layla at the bus stop. Instead of showing anger, she plans to ask him to go to the dance with her. But before she can say anything, Will tells her that he is already going to the dance with Gwen. Hearing this, Layla feels heartbroken but pretends to be happy. On the bus, she lies to save her pride and says that she will go to the party with Warren. Later during lunch, she directly asks Warren to go with her to the party. Warren understands the situation but still agrees without hesitation. After school, Will organizes a party at his house.
There, he takes Gwen to a secret room where they share their first kiss.
Meanwhile, someone secretly steals a powerful high-tech weapon from the house. At the same time, Layla also arrives at the party, but after seeing everything, she feels hurt and leaves immediately. Will tries to call and message her many times to apologize, but she does not respond. He even invites her to meet him at her favorite restaurant, but she never shows up. On the night of the homecoming party, Will sits alone in the secret room again. His parents give him a book and then leave to attend the party. After they leave, Will opens the book and discovers information about a dangerous villain. He realizes that the weapon his father once took from that villain is the same one that has now been stolen. Understanding the danger, Will contacts the school bus driver for help. At the party, Gwen reveals her true identity and declares herself the most powerful. Using advanced technology, she turns all the superheroes into small children. Her allies support her completely and help capture the heroes. They lock most of the superheroes away, leaving only a few students free. Will quickly reunites with his friends and apologizes to them. Together, Will, Warren, and the sidekick group decide to fight back. Meanwhile, it is revealed that Gwen is actually a former villain who was once turned into a child by Will's father. Now she plans to turn everyone else into children and take control of the world. To achieve this, she decides to destroy the school so that no new superheroes can rise. Just then, Will confronts her, but she attacks him and throws him through multiple walls. At the same time, it is revealed that Layla is also very powerful and had been hiding her abilities all along. The sidekick group manages to defeat many of the enemies. However, they soon realize that the school's anti-gravity system has been shut down. Because of this, the school begins to fall rapidly from the sky. All the friends work together to fix the system. During the battle, Will is thrown out of the school. At that moment, he discovers that he can also fly, just like his mother. He returns through a window and uses both his strength and flying abilities in the fight. After confronting the villain, he goes beneath the falling school and tries to stop it. However, it is too heavy for him to hold alone. Just in time, his sidekick friends restart the anti-gravity system. The school slowly rises back to its position in the sky. After this, all the superheroes return to normal. Everyone realizes that without the help of the sidekicks, they are nothing. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.